So LHA in its currently constrained form has thus transitioned from a protective benefit to a mechanism for institutionalising homelessness. It's no longer an adequate subsidy, it's merely an accelerator that ensures vulnerable tenants transition swiftly from private tenancy failure to public sector dependence, dramatically escalating the cost and complexity of the resulting social failure. This benefit structure is a bit like operating a rusted firewall in a spreading blaze. It's not containing the problem, it's merely conducting the heat of rising rents directly into the weakest parts of the public housing infrastructure. And then the current financial architecture of homelessness provision is fiscally catastrophic, representing the ultimate quantifiable evidence of policy failure. The taxpayer bill for managing this crisis, primarily through emergency sheltering, will go well over the 2.8 billion that it already costs. This exponential rise in expenditure proves that the system has transitioned entirely from prevention to punitive crisis management. So what about this 2.8 billion black hole, the price of failure? Well, it's more than a cost, it's a financial measure of the housing system's systemic breakdown. The government itself admits that taxpayers are paying the price of failure as TA costs skyrocket. The enormous outlay is necessary because the preventative mechanisms upstream, like the local housing allowance as already discussed, and sufficient affordable housing supply, have collapsed, which basically guarantees ongoing homelessness. So to manage this crisis influx, central government has to be forced into massive emergency interventions. Bolstering housing supply, that 950 million we talked about earlier, boosts that supply of good quality temporary homes. It's an acknowledgement that the volume of need exceeds current capacity, necessitating a huge capital outlay merely to shelter the displaced.